Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It is 12-inch PvPenis here, and we have just popped KVK a few hours ago, so I thought I would give my first impressions on it as a free-to-play player. If you guys are brand new to the channel, I'm a free-to-play tier 5 player. My original goal was to hit T5 within 10 months, and I did it on day 273. I'm currently 61.3 million power, and I've been playing this game for 351 days. Let's hop right into it. First off, if you are past KVK 3, then you can lock in for Heroic Anthem. So if you guys are in a younger kingdom, you guys are not going to have the option to do this. And the first thing I obviously want to jump into are barbs. If you guys know me at all, we have over 1 billion kills on our YSG, 1 billion barb kills on our YSG, and we do a ton of barbing and a ton of chaining, enough so that we actually got an honor ranking last KVK. So from what I understand, these barbs are significantly more difficult, and you're going to have to do research to do more damage to barbs in order to actually chain them without dying immediately. From what I understand, I might have to use a small expansion and T5 to try and chain these. I would also like to bring into consideration that if you guys are trying to chain in Heroic Anthem and you guys are also free to play, I would suggest using some infantry equipment that gives damage to barbarians. For example, Quinn's Soul, Seth's Brutality, Frost Shreds. Another one that I personally like is Savage Totem. I crafted a Blessed Blade for this too. And then on top of that, Ranger Trousers also do that. So I'm going to be putting all of this equipment on my Richard for a Richard YSG chaining march, and we're going to see how it works. Overall, without a lot of tech, it's going to be a slow trudge to chain. I think it's really tough for free-to-play players, but overall, having each barb cost 100 AP actually makes it significantly better to chain. So I'd say pretty good overall. It might be more difficult to chain, but chaining 2 barbs has the same effectiveness as chaining like 3 in Light versus Darkness, although they're incredibly difficult to chain. So we'll see if that bites me in the ass. Another issue that I have drawn with these barbs is that they claim to offer 100 gem tokens. From what I understand, they are not dropping a lot. A lot of people have been reporting that they're either dropping 50 gem tokens, and when they drop them, it's basically doing it very rarely. And the 100 gem tokens are like pulling legendary sculptures out of Ethelfled chests. So it's going to be kind of rough not having great honor rewards, and on top of that, barbs being very difficult, and the gem rate from them sucking. I originally hypothesized that Marauders would be completely outshadowed by these barbs, but from what I understand, they cost 100 AP each, and their gem drops suck. So, food for thought, you know, I'd basically only be chaining unless these get absolutely nuts at the 55 level, which I've heard they don't, so tough. Another thing is there are other areas to spend your AP on. You can get horns that spawn like mini bosses that give you crystals. So if you're looking to use AP, that's probably going to be a better section. I don't know if I'm going to blow everything on Marauders, but I'm probably going to use some just because I don't think Heroic Anthem is that great barb-wise. Next thing I wanted to talk about were the coalitions. This is super striking to me. I kind of love this idea. Originally, when I saw it, I was just like, okay, they just fixed every problem that people really had with having multiple alliances. Teleporting is fucking great. If you guys have ever been in Light versus Darkness, you have one pass to Kingsland, and you have to split it over like a bunch of different alliances, whether it's letting them in and out or having each one of them take the pass as you guys try and like fiddle with it to get through. Sometimes it can be very, very annoying. Reward sharing is huge. The fact that everybody in a coalition gets rewards is actually fucking nuts. I didn't think they were going to do something like this, simply because having their rewards be exclusive is generally what gave them so much priority in terms of like fighters, but giving it to everybody's cool. I mean, shit, I don't mind not sweating for it. Everybody getting boosts and everybody getting like holy sites and passes and altars of darkness and ancient ruins. This is awesome. This is great. Seriously, because you used to have to split it between multiple alliances. And so it's just really, really nice to just have it all really compact. Next thing I want to talk about is crystals. So this is the really pay-to-win aspect of Heroic Anthem, and it's why I think that you probably shouldn't be jumping ahead if you're a free-to-play player, because you're going to get T5 somewhere in the middle of KVK 3 or by the end of it, and you're going to need T5 for this. Okay, because you're going to have to spend speed ups to research faster. You're going to have to spend building speed ups to build up your mine. If the mine is efficient, we have to do some more research on that to see how good the mine really is. And overall, like, you're going to have to be pretty fucking stacked to do well in this Heroic Anthem. People call it pay to win, but it's the same way. It's pay to win in the same way that a Zenith of Power is pay to win. If you do not plan ahead, pre-KVK obviously has a lot of power over how well people do. First place in pre-KVK for this is like 3 million crystals. So huge head start if you're doing well in pre-KVK. So overall, it might be a hoarder's game rather than necessarily pay to win. But don't hold your breath. This is definitely going to be a tough KVK. I highly suggest you don't jump forward if you are free to play, because it is very important to come in here and not be needing your research and building speeds for other things. Another thing is temporary research sucks ass for like free to play players. But if you're like a high spender, or if you're just somebody who's played for a long time, all your buildings are maxed, all your research is maxed, and they're just collecting dust. So I mean, I understand why they did this, and I really can't be upset about it. I mean, it is what it is. Having temporary research for like a KVK is kind of nice because you have to refresh it each time. Makes people have to grind more, and people have to be more active in order to do more. It's really cool with me. I mean, it's pay to win in terms of like, if somebody wants to not be active at all and throw money at the game to do this, if you're burning $100 bills, I mean, more power to you, but I think you can probably plan ahead and do okay here. The last thing I wanted to talk about was the shop. Obviously, when I first saw this, I got a massive fucking erect stiffy. It looks like they increased the price on Topkapi Palace, because if I remember correctly, these costed 1 and Topkapi Palace costed 3. So they definitely lubed up my asshole there. Kind of frustrating, but it is what it is. So what I'm personally going to look for from the shop, these skins are not good enough for me to even consider them. And this price tag is nuts, okay? These are crazy. When I say these are crazy, I don't fucking mean the coin, okay? If you're picking up the coin, you should be executed. The things you should be looking at are Horn of Fury and, where are you? Ring of Doom. Okay, these two are fucking nuts. From what I understand, Horn of Fury might be slightly better than Ring of Doom, but these two are insane. So that's what I'm going to be going for in terms of equipment. I don't know how many of these little season coins I'm going to end up getting, but however many I get, I'm for sure getting these two. Over here, we're looking at our blueprints. I'm probably going to end up getting an honor ranking. I'd be very surprised if I didn't. I think like some real life shit would have to happen. Like somebody would have to walk into this place and shoot me in order for me to not get an honor ranking. So with my coin and with the coin I'm going to get for 40 million kills, I think I'm probably going to be looking at Hammer of the Sun and Moon. Overall, this shit is pretty shit. I don't even know if I'm ever going to build this, but if I want anything here, it's probably going to be this. Topkapi Palace is 5% AP regen for currency that you have to get over 2 to 3 KVKs in order to unlock it. I don't understand why it's so expensive. It's kind of frustrating just because it's such a bad skin to be so expensive that I don't know who's saving up for this. You know what I mean? I don't know who'd be looking at this and looking at Topkapi Palace and be like, oh yes, of course. I would love this. Please, bend me over. These are a no-brainer. You're obviously not picking them up. That's what I mean when I say no-brainer. Before anybody jumps to conclusions, these fucking suck. For the same price as buying these, you can just get your actual blueprints. I wouldn't get these. If you have extras, the legendary commander sculptures are obviously to buy. I wouldn't really be getting these. I mean, the equipment's like fine, but if you're free to play, you're probably drooling over your legendary commander sculptures. Anyway, so that's about it. Those are my first impressions on Heroic Anthem. I'm really excited to not be in Home Kingdom. I was originally told that we were going to get delayed until December or fucking January, and so to have it pop up like hours after reset was actually numbing. So I'm very excited. I'm going to be doing a lot more long streams because I'm going to have to do a shitload of grinding. It's going to be really nice. Hopefully, barbs won't be too fucking bad. I don't care if they're tough. I just want the drops to be decent. And yeah, big hype, guys. If you guys enjoy the content, be sure to drop a follow. That shit helps an absolute ton. And if you guys want notifications for when I go live or when I post a new video, or you want to talk to me while I'm not live, the best place to find me is the Discord in the description below. So a link down there that says Discord. And if you guys are watching this right now, I'm actually currently live on Twitch, so you guys can give me any thoughts you guys have on Heroic Anthem, or you can ask me anything while I'm live. Have a great one, guys. Catch you later.